What is going on, guys? My name is Justin Furniel from Push and Profit. Hope everyone is having a beautiful day today. Now, today's video, we're going to be talking about how I was able to make a little over $150 in 1 hour of day trading. We're also going to talk about a couple of things. We're going to talk about exactly what I traded, why I saw value in it, and what led to my success. Also, I do want to mention that for the whole month of January, I was able to have all green days, no red days, meaning I didn't have a day where I actually lost money. Although I did have losing trades at the end of every day, I was overall making a profit, so that's something that's good. Now, is it always going to be like that? Definitely not. Every trader is going to have some losses, but the goal is to obviously reduce that and just come out profitable, right? That's what we're here for. So let's go ahead and smash the like button, and then let's hop into my computer so we'll see what I'm talking about. Alright, so now we're officially in my computer screen, and one of the first things you're going to see or notice that I have up real quick is just how much I made for the day. So I did end up making, you can see, $155.98. And I said a day, but it was really just an hour day trading. I literally just traded 1 hour before I went into work, and you could see all the trades that I made, what tickers, how much they were for. So what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to show you exactly where and when I bought, and I'm going to explain to you the thought process so you guys could get like a better visual representation of why I see value and what I traded in. Now, I honestly believe I could have made more had I been able to day trade all day, but I'm someone where I'm balancing like my salary paying job and day trading, and kind of just like using the income to supplement a higher salary, right? Now, eventually, my goal in the future is to have enough just from trading to just completely eliminate my salary-paying job at the bank. But for right now, it's pretty nice to have that salary, that steady income, and the income that I have for day trading. Now, I also did mention this is a month where I literally had all green days. But let me stop talking. Let's go into like my trades, right? So the first thing we're gonna take a look at is Amazon, right? And I believe this might have been one of my first trades of the day. So if you could see, I have the VWAP indicator. You see the red line, the purple line, and the yellow line. You can see immediately Amazon started dropping this morning, and it kind of bounced off the yellow line. And I wasn't gonna get in until I saw confirmation, right? Because confirmation is key. And to validate the confirmation is when it started pushing above the blue EMA line, right? So that's when I initially took my position. And then it started kind of just holding up above the blue EMA line. And once it started pushing up further, I bought more into my position and ended up selling closer to the purple VWAP line as kind of resistance. Now, something that I could have done better to execute this trade is I could have probably waited a little to see if it went up higher, so I could have probably sold over here. But something that I believe in, and this is something that we talk about in our push and profit group, is it's never a bad idea to take profits, right? You never lose when you take profits, right? There might be more on the table, but it's uncertain, versus when you do take the profits, it's like it's guaranteed you took your profits, right? So that was for that trade. Then later on, again, I saw that it kind of was bouncing off the purple VWAP line. So initially, once it fell through and started breaking above it and went above the EMA line, again, I bought in. I kind of saw a little bit of a dip. I bought in again, just to average down. And then once it hit here, I kind of sold just because I thought this was like going to be like a resistance. Just based on what happened earlier, right? Now, again, it did end up pushing up higher. So something, had I just waited a little more, I could have just made more for the day had I just waited a couple more minutes. But again, like I say, I believe that it's always good to take profits right away. Another thing that I could have done better is like lately, I've been kind of like trading not as aggressively as I used to. I'm not really like going all in, so I'm not really having like $2,000 a day, like or even like $300 a day. I'm kind of having just like simple, $150 days type situations going on, but I'm content with that as long as I could just manage it and have like no red days or just reduce it. I'm good. So we're also going to be talking about AMD, and let me just reply to this text real quick. Sorry about that. So I'm actually gonna type in AMD, and we're gonna see what ended up happening here today. So again, like if you guys don't notice, I use a few indicators. I use all obviously your supports and resistances, your basic trend lines and things of that nature. Just stock the price action and movement, right? But also use indicators like the RSI, use indicators like the VWAP, the EMA line, so things like that. So today, once I saw that AMD started kind of bouncing again from the yellow VWAP line and started breaking above the blue EMA line, that's when I initially bought in, and I sold around here just because I saw this as resistance, and as you can see, it was resistance for the overall day. So yeah. And this trade wasn't really like too big of a trade. This again, you see, this was like $8, but this happened in a matter of like kind of seconds. I was in and out. And now the next trade we're going to be talking about is we're going to talk about DGAS and how I manage that trade. So we'll go ahead and type in DGAS. And if you guys can notice, I'm kind of doing like a similar pattern for all these trades. They bounce off the yellow VWAP line, and immediately once they break above the blue EMA line, I kind of see that as like validation or confirmation, and that's when I buy in. It kind of did dip a little, but it never again even touched the VWAP line, the yellow VWAP line, and immediately natural gas started selling up, so that made DGAS, which is the bear ETF of natural gas, it started pushing up. So this was a 1% trade right over here. Again, it was only a small profit of $39 for this trade today, and that's because I'm not trading as aggressively as I used to. Because if I traded with my full account, 1% of what I normally trade in, that'd be like $500 right there. But again, I'm just taking smaller positions because right now I'm just trying to get myself in the habit of just getting trained better, and just reducing my losses, and something I just feel more comfortable taking smaller positions for the moment. Right now, the next trade we're also gonna take a look at is gonna be UGAS, which is actually the inverse of DGAS. Right, so when DGAS goes up, UGAS goes down, or vice versa. So I actually traded both of them a couple of times. And you can see I traded UGAS the most. Again, this was right when the market opened. Once it broke above the blue EMA line, I bought in. And I sold over here just because I wasn't seeing any, I just didn't see it go any higher. It looked like that was resistance. And luckily, I ended up selling at the highest point over here, and it actually broke down. Again, this was about 0.5% trade, but I was trading with a really small amount. So it just goes to show you that you don't even need a large account where you could, to make decent profits. I was trading with relatively a small amount. Right now, again, once I saw that you guys started breaking above the purple VWAP line and the blue EMA line. That's when I initially got my position in, and I sold over here just because, again, this was the resistance from earlier, if you could see. And then if you could see that I did actually sell again over here, and that's just because I actually executed the trade a little bit wrong. I didn't realize I didn't sell my whole position, so it kind of fell down, and then I just waited to see if it was going to break the pattern, and I saw it didn't, so I held on to it, and then just sold here again. And that's how I was able to make the profit of $29. And then I did have a trade with DWT, but this was actually like a really big mistake. I made 75 cents on this trade, and this was actually a trade that I did by accident. I didn't even realize I was buying this. I just wasn't paying attention. Something you gotta make sure you're doing is just always be cautious on like what ticker symbol you're actually on before you hit the buy button. Because I was actually looking at you guys, and I hit the buy button, but it was still like connected to DWT. So immediately I just sold my position. Just even though I did make a nice little 75-cent profit, I just sold my position because that was a random trade that I wasn't anticipating, and I didn't want to have that be my downfall for the day. But yeah, those are pretty much all my trades. If you notice, they all really have something in common. I'm really just like waiting for them to hit that yellow VWAP line, and or just any part of the VWAP line, finding a support, finding a resistance, and then going in once I see that confirmation, breaking above that EMA line, right? And that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions, definitely leave them in the comment section below. Also, I do have a trading group that I encourage you guys to join. It's a free trading group on Facebook. It's called Push and Profit. And I'm just trying to gather a bunch of like-minded individuals, whether it's in the stock market, real estate, or just pure entrepreneurship. Just might as well have everyone come together and collaborate. So definitely check out that link in the description below. And that's pretty much it for my recap on today. Again, I did make a profit of $155.98 in 1 hour. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. My name is Justin Furniel from Push and Profit, and I'm out. Peace.
Perfect.